Hey guys, the Commander Casual here. I'm playing my Exalted Atraxa Praetors voice deck. We're playing against Multani, Marrow Sorcerer, Shroud, Power Toughness Power and Toughness are each equal. I can't talk today. To the number of total cards in players' hands. Ramos and Ludevic are the commanders of this other deck. I have no idea what this deck is. Probably some interesting either value deck in those colors, or maybe it's going for like a human theme, or maybe it's like a specific combo deck or something like that. And then we're also playing against Yidris Maelstrom Hunter, which is usually like cascade value and very often like super long, stormy kind of combo stuff. I don't really know what this Multani Marrow Sorcerer deck's going to be. Probably just green value stuff for the most part. Do we play this? Sigardazade? Do we want to make an enemy? Non-creature. Yeah, we're not going to do it yet because I don't want to give this guy an extra card. Yidris is kind of the scariest commander we're looking at right now because this Yidris is just so good in anything. Anyway, yeah, and we're playing Atraxa, as I said before, but this is the Exalted Voltron deck for Atraxa. It doesn't actually use Atraxa's Proliferate trigger, just about at all. I think I selected the wrong deck. Maybe. But he's got some pretty good mana to go so far. He's got all his colors. Mystic Remora. Yeah, the thing about Yidris is just that it's like he has the potential to be really gross with little combo stuff, and that seems to be the way that everybody runs him. Is they run tons of like one drops and stuff like that, like Deathrite Shaman and Mystic Remora and all that. So it becomes really hard to like let a Yidris player do anything because you just have to deal with them as a threat. So we're just gonna play our Knight of Glory here. For those that haven't seen the deck tech for this deck or any of the other videos for it, the idea is that we, instead of using Atraxa's Proliferate trigger, we use her more as just a big flying vigilance, death touching, life linking body because she has great stats, 4/4 as well, to beat in for damage. And because of the colors she gives us access to, she actually gives us all 4 colors that have Exalted in them, which is primarily Bant, but there's a little bit of black that came out in I think M13. Black and White Exalted was an archetype in M13, so yeah. So we're running a bunch of Exalted cards. So we've even got like our Cathedral of War here, and Knight, and then we've just also got some Voltron support with equipments and auras and stuff like that. I don't actually think we're running much of any auras in here, but we'll see. Can't remember. Yeah, he's gonna pay for Mystic Remora, which hasn't actually netted him any cards yet because no one wants to let him draw any, and nobody wants to pay for. Bear Umbra. I'm curious if we just do we Cathedral and smash in here, or do we don't have like a big turn 4 play, so maybe we play the forest and hope we hit like an island on the draw. Can also drop our champions home if we want. It's that or get in for an extra 1 point of damage, but it's not on our commander, so I don't really care. So we're just gonna do this for now. I'll drop our champions home. Yeah, you can draw a card, you jerk. No, I don't want to pay for Mystic Remora. I can't pay for Mystic Remora, I should say. Mystic Remora. That's what I'm saying. I'm not mumbling. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're gonna get in for some damage. I've noticed recently there's the vast majority of you that regularly follow and comment on my videos. I really appreciate almost all of you because you're super polite and you offer interesting solutions, and it's always nice to see other people's perspectives on things. But there's a select few that are a little bit less respectful, and if I do something they disagree with, they, rather than just say, hey, why didn't you do this instead, and then suggest stuff and open kind of like a constructive discourse, it's a little bit more targeted at me personally, usually calling me an idiot or something along those lines. So I'd ask if you are going to leave a comment to please be respectful. I guess you don't have to, and it really doesn't doesn't hurt me that much. I can turn away from people on the internet. It's not this channel is not what I build my self-esteem on, for sure. But I would ask that you be respectful if you are commenting. But that's just me asking you nicely to be nice to me, because I appreciate that. And generally, if you're being a little bit more inconsiderate, I'm less likely to actually respond to your comment. I pretty much read everything, and I guess if that's the goal of your comment is just to have me read it and feel bad, then you've half accomplished your goal, because I do read it, but I just don't really feel bad. But if you actually want to like open a discourse about something, please be a little bit more respectful, and I will be more than happy to chat with you about it. For those of you that are being very lovely and just asking me very legitimate questions, I appreciate that, and I appreciate your respectful writing style. It doesn't go unnoticed. It only gives hexproof. It's legendary. Okay, I was wondering if it was stats or the hexproof that it gives. Ooh, Pure Steel Paladin. Too bad we don't have another plains, but we at least have a cathedral. So we could play a Sigarda's Aid here and equip Champion's Home. Just set up a little. Might as well. Yeah. You can draw a card, I guess. I'm like internally battling with whether or not it's a better idea to just not let him draw any cards, because he just has the potential to. And this is definitely the Storm deck. Like, he's running so many 1-drops, and it's Commander where there's so few 1-drops are run normally. I'm going to keep bullying him here, because even if he gets down to like on like turn like 5 or 6, he could just combo off and win. That's just how Yidris decks work. So we're gonna get 2 Exalted triggers. Oh, damn islands. Yeah, he's trying to Carpet of Flowers, but no one actually controls any islands right now, so get him for 6. Some pretty good damage. Yeah, we'll draw a card with Ludevic's ability. Astral Cornucopia, one of the like 2 cards in the deck that can actually use Atraxa's Proliferate trigger. So yeah, we can play this next turn, and then that'll give us access to blue in the future, which is nice. We could play it and then play our Pure Steel, because we can use these 3 to play it, and then add white and use our other planes to play our Pure Steel. So we'll probably do that, unless we draw something else more relevant or better. If we just draw an island, we're sitting pretty, honestly. So if we draw an island, we probably play Atraxa and equip it with Champion's Helm. Post combat, obviously. We'll attack first. But in a 4-color deck, it's kind of hard to rely on you drawing an untapped island. We don't have a lot of untapped blue lands in this deck, because my mana bases for my decks are usually a little bit more budget. It's this guy. Put a Kozilek in his graveyard, so this guy shuffles his graveyard back in his library. He also used a Wood Elves and has a Cripplet. So this guy's going for big mana. That's not hugely surprising. He also had a Kozilek, so I'm assuming it's just kind of value green ramp stuff, so he probably just drops tons of big dudes and ramps a whole lot. Why am I being asked here? Whatever. And then Multani's just just a big dude with Shroud to drop if he needs it. It's hard to Voltron Multani because he has Shroud, so you can't equip it with anything or enchant it. So, Rite of the Raging Storm. That's a cool card. Okay, so it looks like this guy's just building a deck around. He's just built a commander deck with these 2 guys. He's gonna attack me. That's fine. We probably look scary, but this is the threat. I don't care about these guys at all right now. It's this guy that I'm worried about. There's way too much potential to combo. Probably sacks his Remora here, yeah. Because he wants to play Yidris. Because he's got black, red, green, blue. But no one... Oh, he has an island now, so he gets an extra mana from Carpet of Flowers. Does he get this each of his main phases? That's gross. Carpet of Flowers is a really good card. I guess it's just one of those conditional cards where, like, if you're not running against a player with islands, it doesn't do anything. But at the same time, like, sorry, you can probably hear some stuff. I'm fixing my headset. At the same time, if you're in a game where no one is running islands, that'd be ridiculous. Like, super uncommon. Yeah, we'll take it. Where do you think it's coming, buddy? I don't trust Yidris. Especially with so many 1-drops. Screams. Combo / storm. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the deck this guy's building. I love Storm decks. Storm's super fun as a mechanic. It's just oppressive and ridiculous. Nah. Raging Storm even. Can't be. I don't believe you. It did say competitive. Did it? Oh no. We entered a competitive game. This isn't a super competitive deck, but that's okay. Pure Steel. Do we want that? That's pretty good. Or sorry, Silver Blade, not Pure Steel. There's Pure Steel. Yep. I say that for people joining. Yeah, okay. So he is running. I like that guy's attitude about that. So he's running this really gross Yidris deck essentially. But he labels the games he hosts as competitive so that people, know what they're getting into. I kind of want to attack with just the Rager. Leave the Knight up to block Yidris. Yeah, I think we're going to do that because the Rager gets the bonus from the Exalted triggers. I always yield these. Go, Lightning Rager. Yeah, and we'll just play our Pure Steel Paladin as well. I usually don't like targeting people so specifically, but now that it's been confirmed as well, and I guess if we're playing a more competitive game, it's smarter to go for a threat like that. So now we've got a blocker for Yidris. I think the trample damage still goes over and will hit me, but he'll have to trade Yidris if he wants to do that. And when we're running Exalted, we might as well just always attack with one card. So the nice thing about getting Atraxa out next turn is we can start proliferating our cornucopia. We'll also have 2 mana up, so we can re-equip our Champion's Home to Atraxa. Multani, welcome to the party. Nature's Lore, yeah. Multani's a pretty spooky card, honestly. Like, he just has so much. Like, it's kind of nice that he has Shroud, because if he had Hexproof, he'd just be so ridiculous. Because you just run you just do like a mono green Voltron deck. You'd literally just run a whole bunch of equipment, like unblockable and tons of stuff like that, and then you'd run whatever group draw effects you can in just mono green, like Rites of the Flourishing, and then you just run a ton of ramp. So it would be pretty nasty. As if a Sapseed Forest, he can gain 1 life. I mean, I guess the mono green deck, why not run it? It's a forest. Oh baby. What is he saying? Oh baby too. This guy's got an island, so he's gonna do that to generate a mana. Yeah, that's what Carpet of Flowers does, in case you didn't know. You get X mana of whatever color. Any one color, I should say. Equal to the number of islands an opponent controls. Yeah, this guy's just the only... Did he play Possibility Storm? From their hand. Okay, so we can still play our commander. I couldn't remember if it was just spell. But yeah, whenever I cast a spell, I basically go through my library until I find a spell of the same type and cast that instead. So if I cast Silverblade Paladin, I get a different creature. If I cast Bear Umbra, I get a different enchantment. If I cast Baral's Expertise, I get a different sorcery. You understand. So we'll probably still play Atraxa next turn, just because she's so good. We'll throw this Rager at this guy again as well. Then we'll play Atraxa. Unless this guy just goes off here. I guess the Possibility Storm... I don't know if it stops him from going off or, like, makes him go off more. Because, like, the deck already is built around Cascade. Okay, so because he doesn't cast it from his hand, he gets whatever he cascades into. But at least it's a little bit more random that way. What did he exile? Mystical Tutor, yeah. Yeah, this is just a hardcore combo deck. Because he's, like, we've already... Where does... Oh, I guess his Vampiric Tutor shuffled away into his library, but... We saw the Past in Flames, we saw the Vampiric Tutor, we're seeing the Rituals. Gotten into the Royal instead, we saw Mystical Tutor. This is just funny, because this guy just now has to trust his deck. Hey. That's okay. We get rid of our hand. I think we're a little frozen. A little bit froze for some reason. There we go. Sublime Archangel. Nice. Oh, I guess this doesn't... None of this matters. With Possibility Storm out. Cheap spells are good, though. Because this will give us 2 cheap artifacts. I kind of want to try and use these to get like a Lightning Greaves or Swiftfoot Boots for Atraxa now, so we can actually attack that turn. We lost one of our Exalted cards, unfortunately, so we only get a bonus 1 right now. I was going to say, but we have a Sublime Archangel, but that doesn't matter. Could also try and get rid of this Akrazen Squire for something good as well. And we got a land, which gives us any color we want now, so... Darn. We got to draw a whole bunch of cards. Yeah, I think we probably lose for some reason on this turn. That's just how this deck works. Like, you need to crush them early. That's why I was bugging him so much, or attacking him so much, is because that's just how this goes, right? Like, that's literally what his deck does. It's all these kinds of cards. That's such a cool art for Lions Eye Diamond. Yeah, like he's just running every card he can to abuse, right? Like Gush and stuff like that is another thing he doesn't have to cast. Frantic Search. Like, it's just a super hardcore, dedicated... what was I going to say? Storm deck. So we just wait until, I guess, he hits a condition. He's going to keep wheeling like this until he hits, like, a win con. The thing is, though, it's just that with Possibility Storm, it just makes it that much more random. So I guess he just keeps going until he gets something at random. Okay, so we got rid of all that, but we still got... Oh, okay, our Swiftfoot Boots won't matter because it'll get wheeled away. Open the Armory does nothing because we can go get it and then it'll get wheeled away. Or Possibility Stormed away. That's a cool art for get your taxi and probe. He's looking at my hand. That's fine. Yep. There's another thing that gives him more mana. Although I think he's out of steam now. Unless he Lion's Eyes, but I don't know why he'd do that because he'll have to pitch his hand. Helm of Awakening. Belwar Stone. Yeah, okay, so he's got a little bit more. Yep. Of course. It never ends. The ride never ends. So he can do that, but I guess he can probe. I was gonna say, can he actually cast anything in his graveyard? But he can also Lion's Eye. Oh, that's such a pain. He can cast a wheel. That makes me upset. Yeah, he gets a Lotus Petal for some more mana as well. Show me the money. This guy's calling GG. It's not yet. Yeah, no, I mean, this guy's right. He can't really. Well, he can be if he's casting it from his graveyard. Yeah, he does have a ridiculously high storm count. But he has to get lucky with that, and I don't know what his win condition is yet. Like, is he gonna try and grape shot us for... How much life do I have? 34. So 60, 73, 107. No, 106, sorry. Good luck. He's gonna need to cast more cards than he has in his library if he wants to grape shot us all to death. He could try and ignite memories us, I guess. Or is the condition the win a mill condition? I can't talk. Does he mill us out? Is that how he wins? Yes, he's gonna probe as well. But he doesn't get a cascade off things he casts in his graveyard. Yidris only works on stuff you cast from your hand. Otherwise he'd be so broke. I mean, he's already pretty broke, but... This guy's slowly kind of dying. This doesn't affect cards from graveyard. Yidris. This is effect and possibility. Storm. Oops, I can't spell. Only apply 2 cards cast from the hand. What did you do? I'm a little behind on this. Helm of Awakening. Soul Ring. Ethereal Seal. He gets to put a card on top of his library. He's like slowly dying to his tutors, which is kind of funny. You would have given Yidris to someone else? What does that even mean? Well, not sitting here through solitaire GG. Yeah, it is kind of a solitaire deck. I'm not whiny about it because Yidris has a special place in my heart because I have this card in paper and it's so much fun because you can build so many different decks with Yidris. Yeah. I agree with that. But like at this point, like, yeah, this guy's playing solitaire, but what's his win condition? Like, he has to actually do something to win. He's got the game. How? Yeah, if the only way he wins right now is if we all leave. Which is what this guy has identified. I no longer have the storm out. What? The other one. Oh, yeah. No, okay, yeah. So if he can storm, yeah, because as I was saying before, is like if he tries to grape shot us, we're all at total life total is like 106, right? But if one of us leaves, then it goes down to like 70, and if one of us leaves, it goes down to like another one of us leaves, it goes down to 30. But if you quit, he does. Yeah. I don't know why this guy's waiting. Is he out of steam or what? He just hopes we all leave and that's his win. He can cast anything from his grave. Well, he can't cast anything from his graveyard, can he? Simic Signet, I guess. Oh, there's another mana. He can cast another thing. Intuition. Yeah, so he gets a thing off of Intuition. So you got a Demonic Tutor. Him getting like possibility storming into a Demonic Tutor is bad because that gives him whatever he needs. Oh my goodness. He's not out of mana yet because he's got a Mox Diamond and well, he tried. And he got a Divining Top instead, which lets him draw a card, which he's gonna do. Yeah, like I think he just runs out of steam here because he just can't make it go the way he wants it to. Like I think that's it, because he just he just went through like probably like 50 cards of his deck, like everything in the exile zone and pretty much everything in the graveyard. He just went through and like didn't get any of it. Limdual's Vault, yeah. That's Fire Covenant. X damage as you choose among any number of target creatures. Interesting. I guess it's like it's a cheap spell to play. Ad nauseum. Mind's Desire. I'm just looking for, yeah, like he ran out. See? Like he ran out of steam. Ooh, Command Tower. So we don't have any artifacts to cast, so we can't try and get like a Swiftfoot Boots or, well, a Lightning Greaves rather, our Swiftfoot Boots in our graveyard. So I'm curious if we just Atraxa here. You can do this because this will get me a creature. For one. There's ways to play around Possibility Storm. Yeah, I'll take a Guardians of Akrasia. Because that's another exalted creature. And do we try and play a Pride Mage as well? Well, I don't think we can, because of the casting cost. Yeah, I think we just play an Equip Atraxa now. Well, we can do that post-combat. Do we have... Yeah, we'll equip the Rager Smash in for some damage. Can't attack this guy, right? Yeah. Then we can play Atraxa and equip it to Atraxa. Gonna be like, why is he a 7/3? But Champion's Helm that I just equipped to him. I'm pretty sure this guy blocks with the bird, but if he doesn't, then he's just closer to dead, and I'm cool with that. Possibility Storm, endless possibilities. Yeah, actually, this Possibility Storm totally didn't ruin this guy, but it just made his deck unpredictable. And when you have a deck that is so specific, it just needs to run specifically. Yes, it resolved. Yeah, we'll draw a card. The thing gets exiled, and then we'll proliferate this. Done. Beautiful. It's unfortunate we draw Temporal Mastery outside of our beginning draw of our turn, but it's okay. Alright, let's see what this other guy's got. I guess if we really have to, we can block Multani with Atraxa. Yeah, I was pretty confident that this guy was just going to murder the Yidris player. Which isn't hugely surprising. When you go off like that, you just become public enemy number one. GG. That possibility storm just ruined that Yidris player. That was hilarious. He blocks the Multani, but he still takes 6. So. Yep. That's GG to the Yidris player. So I'm glad we stuck it out. It was a little boring, but again, it's hard for me to be mad about Yidris decks because I just love Yidris as a card. He is actually a super fun commander for Dragon Tribal. That was one of the ways I ran him, and was just awesome. I've also done like a graveyard deck with him. Is pretty good. Oh no. All my things. I get to go get basics at least. Like wipe that guy's board. Because he had all non-basics. Wave of Vitriol destroys all non-basics and all artifacts and enchantments. So you get to tutor up a basic for each non-basic destroyed. Yeah, I'm going to use it. But this guy, I'm not sure if he... I said yes. I said yes to the ability. Doesn't it give me... It gives me basics, doesn't it? For each land sacked this way, its controller may search for a library. I hit yes. Oh, GG, I guess. Cards bugged? Question mark. This guy might know that if it doesn't work like that and just be running it anyway, because he didn't go get something for Sapseed Forest either. Aw, that makes me so sour. He probably knows that. Man, that's so dirty. Pretty disappointed in you for that, dude. No, you just have to select. I hit yes. Didn't give me an option. Maybe it was because this other guy quit? It said use Wave Vitriol's ability, and I said yes. Didn't I? If I accidentally hit no, comment in the YouTube video. But I swear I hit yes. Well, I guess we're not like out of this. What's this Gurg do? Untap lands, create beasts. That's not it. I mean, I think we just attack in with Atraxa and try and get him with that. We gain lots of life, and we can... Atraxa has Vigilance. So worst comes to worst, we block the Multani. Multani's also way weaker now, because there's only 2 of us. We're just gonna... He can overrun. Maybe we attack the Garrick just because of the overrun. I don't like it, but that's what we're gonna do. We gain some life from it too. Maybe I should be leaving my mana up to scare this guy, but whatever. Nothing to proliferate now because my artifact's dead. I think, yeah, I'm like, this isn't great, but I feel pretty comfortable about this overall. We've got a Clever Impersonator that we can cast next turn. Got an Acidic Slime that we might be able to cast some point in the future. Dune Blast some point in the future. Temporal Mastery again some point in the future. Do we just block with... I kind of want to block with Pure Steel, just so that we can keep punching in at this guy's face. Because Multani's some damage. Yeah, we'll block the Pure Steel. Because he's not giving us Exalted. Yeah, it still doesn't have reach, so we're good. This guy's playing mono green, so I know he's got a Sylvan Library, but I don't know, I feel pretty comfortable with how things are going right now and with our hand. Because if we get a green source, we can play our Acidic Slime, blow up a Sylvan Library, and then have a Death Touch blocker full Multani. So, and again, worst comes to worst, we can just block Multani with Atraxa because of the Death Touch. So, we could even clone Multani next turn if we wanted to. Then if he attacks, he's forced to trade. I kind of like that. Do we play the Opulent Palace here? I think we're going to clone the Multani. We're going to attack first. I suppose I could clone one of these guys and go get a land, but I don't know. I guess I'll leave the Kasali Pride Mage's active ability up. Yeah, we'll make a Multani. We can go trade Z's if you wanna. Stuff that I proliferate, so. This has now become one-on-one, and I think we have the advantage, but we'll see. So we'll see what we draw next turn and go off that. Great thing about copying is Multani is because Multani's power toughness is retroactive. We'll just always have the perfect Multani blocker. And he also has Shroud, so if this guy wants to trade Multanis, I'm totally cool with that. Because then he's got to spend all of his mana this turn just recasting Multani. He's thinking real hard about the cards he took, though. Yeah. I mean, the thing about us going for the Voltron strategy is that, like, he's more likely to use Sylvan Library to some extent. Because if the 21 commander damage is going to kill him before his life total would actually run out, he's essentially got that, whatever the difference between the commander damage and his life total is a resource for Sylvan Library. Dryad Arbor. Yavimaya Druid. Search how you're forced to put it on the battlefield tapped, and punish control for you, show your library. You can give a player a force with this? That's super cool. Sorry, Yavimaya Dryad. I think I said Druid because I have a Yavimaya Druid, but you get to search your library and give a player a forest. That's kind of neat. You can go ahead and attack with Multani if you like, dude. I'm debating whether or not I want to kill Sylvan Library. Yeah, we'll block. It's gonna do a thing here. Nope, just gonna trade, okay. He can't recast Multani this turn. What's he gonna do? Did he think he could? He costs 8, like now, but he would have cost 6 anyway. Did this guy misunderstand that, or does he just have something in instant speed he was going to use? Okay, he's going to Rude Awakening and play Multani. Alright. That's fine. I don't know. The more spells he casts, the weaker Multani is. Yeah, you played Multani again. I guess we just play our opulent palace here. Attack with Atraxa. Get a couple Exalted triggers. Smash face. I would have liked to not draw a land, but that's okay. Next turn we have our Acidic Slime. I don't want to yield through every step, but I do want to leave our Kasali Pride Mage up just in case. We're at 12 now, so 2 more Exalted attacks. We'll put him at 22. And that's enough commander damage, so I feel less bad. We can sack Kasali Pride Mage now, essentially. Maybe we block Multani and sack Kasali in response. Tooth and Nail. That's a little spooky. He has a Kozilek, I know that. So you can grab like a Kozilek and a Surak, so you can give the Kozilek haste. The mono green Surak. It doesn't see a ton of play, but I think it's fairly decent, especially if you run a Tooth and Nail in your deck. Because you can grab, or is he just going to Crater Hoof here and go for the laziest win? There's a couple cards like that I don't love running, even though I've got decks where they go in, and I just haven't put them in specifically because of that. Is like Crater Hoof, Behemoth, Insurrection. Cyclonic Rift is a little bit different. That's kind of a lazy win. Maybe we even survive because we have enough life. I doubt it though. Nope, we don't. That's way too much. Yeah, I'm a little unhappy just because that's so boring. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. But yeah. Yeah, we definitely lose here. It's just way too much damage. Yeah, we block Multani with that and something else with this. No, I don't want to block that. I block that. And that, sure. And that's game by 3 damage. Thanks for watching, guys. Kind of an unfortunate end to an interesting game. Please like the video if you liked it. I guess dislike it if you disliked it. Check out my channel if you want to see more videos that I already have up of either this deck or the other cool decks that I've done, or at least I think they're cool and they're unique and they're interesting. Again, at least what I think. And subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future. Thanks for watching, guys.